here with Coach Mike Bianco with Ole Miss Rebels. Coach, everybody knows that the SEC is now in an arms race to see who can build the best stadium and the biggest expansion. And the word on the street is this is the top tier. This is what everybody wants to get to right here. So I'm excited. I mean, there's rumors about how great this is. We hear what the ball players are saying about it. I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity, and let's see this thing. I want to really see what you have in here.
Well, let's take a look.
Okay.
Well, the first thing that's neat is, the biometrics, to get into this place. I got a fingerprint that works it, and all the players, have a fingerprint. So they got access to this 24/7. They can come into this building anytime that they want. You realize that we've only been in the building for a couple months, and so there are graphics throughout the building, but just like when you move into a new house with a family, you're still hanging a few pictures up and whatnot, so there's still some stuff that's got to go up on the walls. But this is, the first place they're going to go is the locker room.
Goodness, holy moly.
When you look at it, it's a major league locker room.
It is truly a major league locker room. It might be nicer than some home major league locker rooms. This is incredible, absolutely gorgeous, but it gets better from here.
Oh, no doubt.
So they don't spend much time in here other than the change, because what we're about to see,
correct,
is where they spend most of their time.
Right. And so, as they walk out through here, they touch the sign, the Reb sign, they move through. You hope that you don't have to spend too much time in this next room, is the training room. But you've been in our last training room, and it was a closet, and I tried to be the Bill Parcells. You don't want to be in there anyway, but if you're going to be in there, what a place to be in. And so you look at this. Just an amazing room, and you got to have a room like this, because you're talking about pitchers with sore arms, an infielder, Gray Kessinger or Tyler Keenan with a sore hamstring. We can't lose you for too long. We can't lose you for a day. And so one of the neat things, and I think the players really enjoy, is these two tubs in here. So one's the hot tub and one's the cold tub. The hot tub's 105 degrees. The cold tub's like right at 49, 50 degrees. That doesn't sound cold, but it's really cold.
When we played, it was one tub,
right,
and one guy at a time could go in there. Now you can have several guys in the hot tub, and you can have several guys doing rehab. I think it's phenomenal to think that Josh can oversee treatments and rehabs at the same time. This is awesome. It's truly awesome.
Well, let's go check out the batting cage.
It gets better?
Yeah, it gets better. The area that we're about to walk in is really the same spot where the cages were, but the cages just look a little different than when you played here. This Well, the hitting area itself is just under 7,000 square feet. And so we got literally 5 different cage areas, but there's a computer here built into the wall that raises the nets up and down, so there can be different configurations.
And then I notice right here too, you've got TV set in here too, so you
can video right here just as they're throwing the bullpen. There's a TV over there that they video them just as they're in the batting cage, so you don't have to go to another place to review the video. As a guy's hitting in the batting cage and he comes off, Coach Clement can meet with them if they're working on something and show them immediately.
Amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And we're just on the first floor. Wait till we get to the second floor. Man. And so as we come here on the second floor, you've been on the other side, the old locker room. We had a really neat meeting room, but now that we're on this side, we had to put a meeting room over here. So similar, but like a lot of things in the building, it's just bigger. And so when you look at this, it's got 50 seats. And this is our classroom. And one of the things that I've always learned and part of our system is there's got to be a classroom setting. I mean, because players are learning, right? They're learning all the time. And certainly this is where we'll do the pregame reviewing their pitcher, watching video of their pitcher.
You envision a football. This is for football, not baseball. So this is another luxury that y'all have. This is awesome.
Now the fun begins. There's so much downtime from class, and when you get to the stadium, you may do your early hitting, you may get in the weight room, but then there's time before you got to go to practice or the game. And so where do they hang out? They hang out here in the Players Lounge. I don't want to say it's off limits for coaches, but we're not here. This is where they're going to hang out with their teammates. This is where I think build a lot of team chemistry. Guys are hanging out. Sure, they're getting after it on Fortnite and other video games, and they're playing pool and ping pong. But this is where, after class they come in. If they, picked up something to eat, they can sit here and eat lunch and just, kind of hang with their teammates.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so one of the things that's changed over the years in college athletics is, some of the rules. And so one of the rules is, you can feed them more nutrition centers. There's protein bars and shakes. And so right off the players' lounge, and really by design, all glass. So, if they're in the nutrition center, they really feel that they're still part of the players' lounge. And so leaving here, one of the coolest parts of the building is this next part. This weight room. We wanted to be able to build a weight room where all 40 guys could work out at one time. All 40 guys could get in here. We have 14 racks, 7 on each side. First class equipment made by Sorinex, one of the leaders in strength training equipment. And again, we talked about the cage. This is an area where guys get better.
This is truly phenomenal right here. But I also see, just like the cages, there's an extension and another opportunity for guys to do more than just lift weights right here. What else do we have?
Well, certainly here, I call it the bulk weightlifting, right? This is where a lot of the power stuff's going on. But as you move through the building, we put a 30-yard track in here. So this is where they do their dynamic warm-up to start. But at the end and throughout the workout, there's different workouts that our strength coach, Zach Boone, some of it's starting and stopping, some agility stuff, some speed stuff that they can do right here on the track. Of course, there's a cardio section here, and probably not a better view, right, of anybody running on a treadmill or riding a bike in the country.
You sell memberships?
Yeah.
I'll join. Truly spectacular and beautiful too.
One of the surprises, I think, in the construction is we talked all about with the architect, the locker room and the cages. And one of the things the architect, asked, said, did you ever think about putting seats, up on the roof? And so sometimes you get pleasantly surprised. And I don't know if there's a better view in all of college baseball than this.
And who has access to this area?
We sold them as season tickets, just like any premium area. And so as we look, these 187, the 875 Diamond Club, and every blue seat in the stadium, over 7,100 season tickets sold. And when you start to think about things like this, the fans are part of that experience. That they're part of the player experience. When you come here, it's a different experience because we we average over 8,500 people a game, and so the fans are part of it. And but when they showed us this, in the renderings, how could you say no to this? Mm-hmm. This is quite I think an experience up here. So David, we've been through the whole building, and of course, we're so proud of it. But the whole building, and as you know, the big thing as a player is to play the game, right? To get on the field. And so as we started there in that locker room, this is how our players will enter the field. They'll walk through this hall. The people in the dugout club are sitting here eating dinner, getting ready for the ball game as our guys are entering this area. And this is where, everybody, has seen before, this beautiful stadium.
This is an incredible view. Obviously, the playing surface is the best in college baseball. Add it with that, and this is a top tier facility that you have here. This is absolutely gorgeous. And I thank you very much for taking me and everybody else that's interested through this tour. It's truly awesome.
Well, thanks for giving us that opportunity. Everybody, appreciate it.